So what is up, people? We're going to do a bit of a video on the fish room again. I haven't been on camera for a little while, so I want to get into it a little bit. I've been selling fish and doing all sorts of other things with my work projects and things like that. We've been having some home improvements done as well by some contractors that have been coming to work here. So today's video we're going to be doing a massive fish room update slash tour. I'm going to show you all the fish that I've got in the fish room, all the tanks. I'm going to be showing you all the tanks inside the house as well. So this is going to be a bit of a long video, guys, so get some snacks, get a drink, sit back and relax, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. It's going to be quite a long, in-depth one because we've got loads of stuff to go through, but hopefully you guys are doing all right, and well, let's get into it. So first of all, guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since I made a video, but I just wanted to do an update on all my tanks and just see how you guys are getting on. So please leave in the comment section below how you're getting on. Thanks for sticking around, and hopefully this will be a good video. So we'll switch the camera around and check out some of the tanks. So here we are back in the fish room once again. Right, so what we've got going on, where should we start? So we've been moving some of the tanks around. If you've been watching my previous videos, you'll know that I had a ton of German blue rams in this tank. Basically they've been moved out now, they've been sold to the wholesalers. We've still got some of the better fish. So these better fish just here, they are still living together, there's no aggression whatsoever. I've been watching these really close, and they've been doing really well. The tank's a bit grimy. Although I have just done a water change today, I haven't really cleaned down the tanks as such. But going back to this one, we had a ton of German blue rams in this tank. Obviously it's empty now. We have got some other fish in there, which I'll show you in a moment. But I'm going to sort of go through it step by step and all the projects that we've been doing in the fish room. So for this particular tank, we had loads of German blue rams. I think there were about 60 something in there. I actually kept 3 pairs of these guys. So we've just got a pair just here, a male and a female. Again, the tank's looking grimy, but I have just done a water change, so the water parameters are on point. If you just look at the back there, there's a little stone on the floor. You'll see that the females actually just laid a ton of eggs. And we'll get into this a little bit more with the German blue rams, because that's predominantly what I'm breeding at the moment. These guys are looking awesome, by the way. Look at this guy. So he's the male, obviously. No, sorry, that's the female. That's the female with the spangles and the... So the male's actually just fanning the eggs at the back there. He's keeping her well away. So you can see the standard of ram we've been breeding. This in particular is a German blue ram. But I think the term that most people use for this type is the super red German blue ram. Just because of the nose there. They have the red nose. They're a little bit skittish with me filming at the moment, just because obviously they've got eggs just there at the back of the tank. So I'm just trying to get her in focus a little bit more. But yeah, she's looking awesome. So this is one of the breeding pairs that I've kept. And obviously they're spawning just here. Another pair that I kept are just in this tank, the other side of the room here. This is obviously, again, the super red German blue ram. Doing real good. I've actually just pulled a spawn from these guys this morning, which are just in the tank at the side of them. So if you just move over to this tank just here, you can just see in the corner here, I've just pulled this spawn this morning of free swimmers, and there's probably about, there must be over 100, maybe 150, 200 maybe. So I've just been feeding these guys this morning on Hikari first bites, and you can see, just because the glasses, they can see each other sort of thing. I need to put a divider. What I usually do is just slide a piece of card in the gap there, and it just sort of stops the parents stressing out that obviously the fry is being removed from the tank, and they can't get to them. So there's tons of little guys in here. You can see they've got some food in the bellies, for you guys that know. So that's what we're looking for today. I've been feeding them some egg yolk and Hikari first bites this morning, just sort of trialing it out. But there's tons of these guys. So that's 2 of the 3. And then we've just got another pair that are just in this tank just down here. Again, very molmy. I like to keep my breeding tanks very molmy. It just seems to produce more eggs and things. And the fry seem to live a little bit longer. If you do it where you've got sort of sterile tanks, it's very difficult to raise the fry up. But you can see again the quality of the rams that I'm breeding at the moment are very good, and obviously because they're homebred, they'll have a better chance of survival when they go on to the forever homes. And yeah, so these guys have actually spawned as well, and I've been pulling the eggs for these. I've got a small spawn of them in this fluval breeder box just here, and you can probably just see them at the back there. These are one older one, I'm not sure how or why, or just growing much faster than the rest, but these guys have just had some baby brine shrimp this morning, so they're doing really well. And just next to that we've got another, so we've got a 2 litre one and a 1 litre one. There's another spawn of the German blue rams just here as well, so we've got absolutely tons of these guys. And the tank behind, so this is hanging off a 40 breeder, and in the 40 breeder again it's just a little bit misty. With the water change it's just stirred it up a little bit, but there's over 200 juvenile German blue rams in this tank as well. I'll try and get them to come to the front, but if you just sort of zoom in you can see that they're literally everywhere. There's some shrimp in this tank as well. Again, very mole-made, loads of algae. This is just the way I breed fish. I just figure, you know, clean water, not a clean tank, is the way forward for breeding fish. And obviously these guys are the next stage of the ones in the fry containers, so these guys will be moving on to the wholesalers before I fill this tank up with these from the breeder box just here. So that's the German blue rams. We'll go back to the tank that I was discussing before. So the smaller tank that I've just got here, sorry about the stuff down here guys, like I say we're having some home improvements done. So this was the tank that were full of the German blue rams before, but I've actually just set up another small tank just here with some Praecox rainbow fish. So these are homebred Praecox rainbows. I've bred them myself, so I think there's 2 males and I think there's 4 females in here. I did like a 2-to-1 ratio, and these guys are producing so many eggs, it's unreal. I mean, you can see they're very, you know, high standard fish, and totally, you know, no illnesses or ailments or all like that. They're doing really well. And I've just got 2 mops in here, and what I do is every week I leave the mops in for a week, so there's 3 mops in there, and then every Friday the mops from here I place into this tank. So I've just done that yesterday. So the 3 mops at the back you can see there was in the breeding tank yesterday, and I've actually moved them across. I've been doing this for about 2 weeks now, and if you just look down the back here, we've got some baby Praecox rainbows, and I'm actually breeding these for myself. When I show you the tank inside, I've actually got a bit of a rainbow tank going at the moment. My big 550 litre tank is now turning slowly into a rainbow tank, but I will show you that towards the end of the video. So that'll be a nice thing to have a look at. Like I said before, I've got the better fish in here, so they're just a better fry. These are from a better fish I bred a few months ago now. They're just starting to colour up, as you can probably see. There's some blues and reds and things going on. Like I said, there's no aggression in this tank, and I know people have said before, you know, how are you doing this and why is there no aggression? I know for a fact after, you know, the next 5-6 months these guys will start fighting and bickering, at which point they'll be at the wholesalers by then. So the next sale that I'm going to make to wholesalers will be these better fish and probably the rams at the same time. You can just see there's a little bit of stuff going on between these guys, but nothing major. I've not sort of noticed all crazy, but I've been sort of sitting and watching this tank on a regular basis just to make sure there's no issues. So apart from the rams, we've got I've just gone back to basics on this tank. This one's just above on the top rack, so this one on the top rack just here. Back to basics. I've actually just put in 4 guppies, just some random guppies. I'm just going to make a bit of a guppy mix, so you can see there's a sort of yellow tiger sort of pattern one there, and there's 2 females and another male just underneath here. They are still juveniles, the ones that I bred a little while ago, and I just thought, why not? We'll do a little guppy tank and see what's going on with that. When you're doing lots of egg laying fish, it sort of gets to you a little bit. You know, you're doing the same thing over and over, doing the eggs, and it's quite a difficult process. So we're just having a look at doing some easy fish. In this tank we've just got a pair of apistogrammas that never like to show their faces. I'll see if I can find any of them. They're quite shy, these fish. One of them might be in the cave. Yeah, so the male's just in the cave there. I'll see if I can get the light on him. Zoom in a little bit. So if you can just have a look back there. See if I can get the light on him. He's a really nice male actually when he wants to come out. It's difficult to get a shot with the leaf in the way. So there's the male. Really nice colours. So he's a cockatoides triple red male. And then we've got a cockatoides triple red female as well, which is eluding me at the minute because we're filming, but you get the idea. So we did a little breeding project with them guys just in that tank, and we managed to get a couple of fry, not so many, but I've popped them just over here. So we've got a little bit of a planted scape thing going on. So this is the fry from the cockatoides super red. I think there could be 2 males, and then I think there's about 3 or 4 of these what look to me as to be female. I'm not 100%. You guys that are up on the apistograms, please drop a comment in the comment section. But there's 1 there, 2, I think it's 4 of that sort of coloration, and then there's 2 that are very orange to the tail and the dorsal fin. I'm assuming they're males, but we've got 5 of them in total, or 6 of them in total, so I'm quite happy with them. That's the first time I've actually bred the apistogrammas, the cockatoides. We had the eyes in a tank, but I actually moved them out and put them in my bigger tank with my rainbow fish, so they're doing really well in there. Moving to the Exoterra, so this one. In this tank we had a ton of different random fish that are just sort of being in from nets and things like that. At the moment we've got a juvenile ghost knife fish that likes to live in this little pot just here. See if we can get a shot of him. So you can see the ghost knife. So he's a juvenile. He's probably on the region of about 6 to 7 inches now. He's just like to run away. Yeah, he's gone to hide again over there. So we've got the juvenile ghost knife fish, and we've also got some phantom tetras in here. I can see if you can see some of them guys because they like to elude me as well. Yeah, just some phantom tetras. There's some just there on the convex of the glass, so you can just see them down the back. So they're doing really well. So this tank in general is doing really nice. We've got the I always forget what this is called, paphos growing out the top. We've just got some of that, so that were a really small cutting. Actually cut that down, and we've got just a piece there at the top and another little bit which is doing really well just here. So that's pretty much this whole side of the fish room done. We've got a better fish in there. This is what I use for my project area. I've got some Infusoria just in here, baby brine shrimp, some green water just there, some hatch out containers and things, tripods, whatever, all that kind of thing over there. Moving on to this side, we've got just a little shrimp tank going on. So these are just some shrimp that I've got in a little sort of plastic tank. They're doing all right. And then another little project, I'm just trying to do some green water, and I'm just trying to grow some Java moss in just a little bit of water, trying to get the air to it. And then for the big tank we've got in here, we've got Ghost and Phantom that you guys know if you've been keeping up my videos in the past. So we've got Ghost on the right hand side there, and then Phantom on the left. You'll probably notice I've changed this round a little bit as well. I've took all the stuff out of here. I've got 2 massive sponge filters going now as well, and also this filter here that's just using to polish the water. You'll probably notice there's no Malawis in there as well. The Malawis are they've now got a new home, so it's just the Oscars in here now. So it's a 5-foot aquarium. I can't remember how many litres it is, but it's far bigger than these guys. Like, you know, they've got plenty of room to swim around in. So these guys have got the tank to themselves now. So we're moving on, guys. We'll go into the house and check out some of the tanks that I've got inside. We've got some new better fish. Like I said about the big tank, we've got a rainbow as well tank going on. So we'll check that out and see what you guys think. So then, guys, this is the rainbow tank that I've been setting up for a couple of weeks now. As you can see, it's fully planted, scaped aquarium. Inside here we've got 5 Bozeman eye rainbow males. As you can see, they're doing really, really nice. We've also got some blue rainbows just here, and there's also just some red rainbows just here as well. There is a couple of angel fish in here. I think there's 2 angels that we've got in there. and there's loads of corridors, but obviously we won't see them today just because of the amount of plants and things in here. This is absolutely packed out with plants, and we've got loads of species of plants as well. We've got the red tiger lotus here, Cryptocorny willisii, we've got the Ludwigia, I think it's Plustrous red maybe, we've got another lily plant just here as well, lily bulb. Siamensis 53B, Liliopsis brasiliensis is just down here somewhere. Yeah, we've got the Liliopsis brasiliensis at the bottom, Limnophilia sessiliflora, jungle val, normal val, and there's some kind of spiky val at the back there. We're also rocking the Hygahita that we got on the promotion video that they let me have to do a bit of an update on you know, how good it is and you know how it works and things. So if you want to check that out, you can check it out on my channel as well. I've also got the Epistogramma agassiziis in here. I've got Epistogramma cockatoides in here, and also just tons of scape. There's loads of sort of stone work at the back there and wood, and it's just all nicely done. I mean, on a night time and an evening, you can see it looks pretty awesome. This tank's running on a 1000 tetra canister filter, and I've got the Hygahita as you've just seen there. I've also got a wave maker in there, just creating some flux, and that's sort of on and off every couple of hours just for the rainbows, because the rainbows really like the flow in there. This is just a really well balanced tank. I don't have CO2 on this, and that's just showing that you don't need CO2 to grow plants or have any kind of aquascape. I've also got the Amazon sword plant just here, which I forgot about. There's also some potted plants at the back just here. And we've got some hydrocotyle, I think it's Japan, just growing up the back there. I'm sure Keith will tell me off for a few of these plants, but he knows better than I do. We've also got the Anubias at the back. There's some Java fern just tucked in the back there as well. But yeah, it's looking really good. We've got the Aquasky fluval light on this one, so that's doing really nice as well with the apps and stuff. So yeah, we'll check out the next one, which is my other planted tank. So this is my other planted tank. It's doing really nice. I actually had a comment yesterday about how the peace lily were doing. So you can see the peace lily is doing really good. It's not flowering at the moment, but it looks really nice. I've had to put this mesh top on. You guys that have been watching my videos for a while know my partner got some kittens, and they kept sort of standing on the edge of the sofa here and drinking out the tank, so we had to get the mesh top put on. We've also got these lights. I will leave a comment in my description what these lights are. I haven't actually done a video on them yet, but they're super good. You can do different sort of colour tones with them. I've got them on a tapo plug, so they come on at the same time and things, but yeah, they're looking all right. As far as the tank goes, we've got 2 koi angels in here. We've got some 2 platinum angels. We've actually got some of these that I've just got recently are the gouramis, opaline gouramis. There's 2 of these guys in here. I'm thinking about separating them because they're a bit sort of fighty at the minute. I've never kept this fish before, but they just seem a little bit aggressive, maybe because they're 2 males, I'm not sure. But I'm thinking about putting one of them into the big tank that we've just seen. You can probably just see at the back there, we've got some blackbeard algae. I've been treating this with hydrogen peroxide. The Anubias did really well with the treatment. I actually took them out and sprayed them down with the hydrogen peroxide, and they've done quite well. So unlike the Java ferns took a real big hit, and you can see inside the middle there, it's just totally fallen to bits with the hydrogen peroxide. It looks like it's starting to come back and recover a little bit just here on the edges, but the centre of it is definitely dying off. We've also got some Cryptocornies in here. So there's Cryptocorny there, some Siamensis 53B just here, and I'm not sure what this one is, so if you guys know, leave it in the comment section below. And also this one here, I think it's some sort of Ritala. I'm not sure which type though, so if you guys can leave that in the comment section, that'd be awesome. So yeah, these are all the tanks that I've been getting up to, guys, so we'll check out the better tanks. So these are the better tanks, guys. These are actually my partner's tanks, so she's got this one just here, which is really unusual. I've never actually seen that coloration on a better fish. It's absolutely beautiful. You can see she's getting a bit of sort of diatoms on the wood there and a bit of algae going on, but it's just one of them things, you know, the tank's been set up for a while, and it's just getting a bit of a hit with the algae, but yeah, that better fish is absolutely beautiful. It's not one that I've ever seen before. She's still got this little better fish just here. For some reason, since we bred this better, he just likes to lay around on the bottom. He's not very active. We have got another betta fish in this tank. He's a juvenile one, but it can far outrun, you know, the older betta fish just here. We actually thought there was a problem with him, like he was sick or something like that, but just seems to be sort of sat around all the time and just not being himself. He is quite an old betta now. We've had him for about 3 years, 3.5 years, maybe something like that. So that's probably something to do with it as well. I'll show you the other one she's got as well. So this is the other betta tank, which is getting absolutely caned with algae at the moment. We actually moved my big tank from, sorry, this is just my partner's piano just here. We moved the big tank from here because the weight were too much for the floor in the conservatory. So we're in the conservatory now. And the weight of the tank were too much for the floor. You can just see like the gap getting bigger between the floor and the skating board. So we've actually put the piano here now. And we're going to be doing, we've obviously moved the tank. We're just going to see how we get on with the piano, because obviously that's still quite heavy. And she's just got the betta tank just here as well. So this is her other betta fish just here. He's just out of the light at the moment. Oh, there we go. So here we go. He's absolutely beautiful as well. Like I said, there's tons of algae in here for an unknown reason, maybe because of the move to the more lighter area of the conservatory. But he's beautiful. So he's doing really well. You know, the tank's doing really well. There's lots of algae going on and stuff, but we do massive water changes every week. We're always on top of it. I think she's going to think about doing this wood in with some hydrogen peroxide as well. It seems like it's dying off a little bit. I've not sort of seen this algae before. Again, if you guys know what sort of algae it is, just leave a comment in the comment section below. That'd be really helpful. So we're going to wrap this video up, guys, anyway. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Hopefully you can leave a like and a comment. That really helps out my channel. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. We're going to be putting up some new videos coming up soon. We'll be doing some more fish room tours, fish shop tours as well. So stick around, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.